Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Wheaton Academy, home of Coach Aaron Carwell's Wheaton Academy Warriors. Tonight, the Warriors welcome Coach Lisa Blocker and the Indiana Christian Vikings to the Wharton Dome for a Metro Suburban Conference varsity basketball contest. We'd like to pray before each contest, so would you please stand at the table and remove hats as we pray over tonight's contest. Lord, we come to you in prayer by the authority of your word. When two or more are gathered in prayer and asking in your divine name, you hear and answer the prayers of your people. We ask for your blessing over today's teams. Father, you have given these young athletes wonderful skills and talents, and we are privileged to be able to express and enjoy their athletic gifts in and through the game of high school basketball. You have provided parents, coaches, and teachers to forge and guide these gifts, and most of all, to honor your holy name. We pray, Father, that your Spirit would bless us with safety and protection from injury or harm for the players, coaches, staff, and campus guests while here and as we return to our homes this evening. To live, play, and grow with you at the center of everything we do is a blessing that we gratefully embrace for the glory of your name. Help us to be more like you, Lord, full of grace, full of love for each other, and full of generosity for our brothers and sisters in need. We commend this day into your hand that your will be done. We ask, we pray, and we worship in the glorious name of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. And everyone said, amen. Would you please remain standing as we pay respect to our country and flag with tonight's national anthem. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare of bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. Tonight we begin our intros with this evening's officials serving us on the court. This evening we have Mr. Randy Wilson, David Patterson, and Ryan Sullivan. Courtside temporary medical assistant for this evening's game, Miss Rochelle Blakely. And now let's meet the starting lineup for today's guest team, the Indiana Christian Vikings. Wearing jersey number 4 for the Vikings, Junior Emma Swain. Number 10 for the Vikings this evening, Senior Lauren DeYoung. Number 11 for Indiana Christian, Junior Kelsey Garrigo. Number 22 for the Vikings tonight, Junior Mackenzie Voss. Rounding out the lineup for the Vikings this evening, number 34, Junior Rachel Heisman. As mentioned previously, head coach Lisa Blocker, assisted by Tom Napper, and manager Madeline Lulinex. And now, this is the starting lineup for your Wheaton Academy Warriors. Jersey number 3 for the Warriors, Rachel Ramirez. Number 5 for the Warriors tonight, Senior Desi Bonga. Number 21, Senior Lizzie Swoboda. Number 4, freshman Jerry Blackman. Running out the lineup for the Warriors tonight, sophomore Imani Hoover. Warriors head coach Miss Aaron Carwell, assisted by Shannon Rebecca, Katie Buell, and team manager for Wheaton Academy, Senior Julia Nestle. Good luck to both teams. The court is yours, ladies.
All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, from the Warrior Dome on January the 22nd here on Monday for Wheaton Academy, the one day of the week we do not have school. The staff and faculty were in an in-service today, and the students got the day off. Joining me tonight is one of those students, Gerald Blackman. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Hello, thank you guys for having me tonight, and look to see Wheaton Academy come out and play with you.
So Warriors coming fresh off of a win. They had 4 losses in a row earlier this month, and they got a win against, who was that? Aurora Christian, as Rachel Bermudez banks in a long 2 for the first 2 points of the game. Won in overtime. Big win for Wheaton Academy.
Yeah, it was. I got to see Wheaton Academy's Joan Blackman. She had 18 points. And it was great to see because all the girls had just come back from their winterim trips, so it was great to see them come back and get a win in overtime. Yeah,
we'll talk about winterim and that flow of the season for Wheaton Academy and the challenges of that as a kickball, so stays with Ileana underneath. Tonight, the Warriors are without starter Annalise Rich Creek. We wish her well. She's a little sick, so she's at home. She didn't even make it to the game. So Warriors get a steal. Imani Hilmer, number 24, bringing the ball up for Wheaton Academy. So in her place is number 5, Cassie Bonga, starting here, and she takes that shot and doesn't connect. Imani gets the rebound and misses. Cassie looks underneath, looks to ball reverse this thing. So Warriors have a little bit of a different feel. You know, Annalise does a pretty good job with this team, doesn't she?
Annalise is what I would call like the ultimate all-around player. She does all the little things right, and a great shooter, great defender. And it's going to be hard to play with her without her tonight, but we'll look to see who steps up tonight and makes plays for us.
So this is Lizzie Svoboda, as you see on this highlight. So Lizzie, a senior, definitely a player to be reckoned with on our team. Averages 10 points a game. I think she might even average more rebounds than that. I'll give you that stat later on. I've got it. Lizzie's averaging 9 rebounds a game, so almost a double-double.
Wow.
Number 34, Rachel Heisman, gets her first 2 of the game.
Can't let those easy buckets up.
Yeah, and the Warriors struggled with that a little bit against Aurora Christian. They end up with either off of a free throw or a made basket. They sometimes lose focus and give up layups. Reach in on number 4, Emma Slim.
You know, with this Ileana team, they are all very young. They're all, a lot of them, I think 3 out of the 5 starters are juniors, and so we'll look to see how they do tonight, and then they have a great future ahead of them with these juniors playing on varsity and getting minutes.
Absolutely, as Rachel Bermudez chases Imani Hilmer's 3-point shot down. Rachel, we talk about her a lot. She seems to do it all. She does well with the dribble. You watch her head all the time being up. She chases balls down for rebounds, and she's one of the shorter players on our team, and yet she seems to find those rebounds.
Yeah, she's a great hustle player, and we need her out there, and she gives us a lot of energy.
Warriors get back in transition, give up that shot, block out, and the ball stays with Ileana. So Coach Carwell's throwing up her arms a little bit in frustration. We can't give up those easy baskets. I mean, there were 2 people in position, and we didn't get the ball.
Yeah, from what I see, Ileana is taller than us, bigger girls, and so they're going to go and crash the boards, and we have to rebound tonight.
Yeah, here's number 4, Geraldine Blackman, one of the freshmen on our team as well. Moved up really early in the season, I think after 2 or 3 games, right? Right after that Thanksgiving tournament. Geraldine is coming off of 18-point game for Wheaton Academy against Aurora Christian. And a couple of those came in overtime, but not many because she got hit in the head. I think she knocked heads with the girl.
Yeah.
And she was taken out of the rest of the game, but she's back here now.
Yeah, she came home to us that night, and she just was a little dizzy still and was recovering slowly, but she woke up the next morning with enough energy and was ready to go back at it again. So it's good to have her.
Absolutely. I think this is where Wheaton Academy doesn't score enough, if I'm going to be a little critical. These out-of-bounds set plays, there's a little bit of a awkward pass. We didn't get that shot as she was out there. Geraldine finds her shot, misses it. Ball stays with Wheaton Academy, but you practice set plays a lot in practice, don't you?
Yeah, I think they are very important to the game. If you can get an easy layup, it goes a long way. So maybe we're just going to have to put in more hours or do whatever we have to, but we have to capitalize on those plays. They're very important.
Rachel Bermudez slaps the ball, looking for Geraldine first. Lizzie Sabota comes up high, doesn't get it, and Molly Van Huysen chases it down, another freshman on our Wheaton Academy team. Nice pass by Lizzie to Cassie, who misses that layup. So Warriors got to take advantage of those easier shots tonight. Make those. They came off pretty strong. They had both teams again when they played to work. It was 7 in the first quarter, but then Wheaton Academy came out and scored about 20 points in that second quarter. So we know we're capable. Turnover, and if you ask Coach Carwell what's the one thing she wants the team to focus on, is to get less than 25 turnovers.
Ooh.
That seems like a big number, but
that's a huge.
They're surpassing it at times, and she knows if they can stop those turnovers, you get quality possessions, you get more shots.
Yeah, it leads to a lot of good things. Rachel pushing the ball up very well.
Little hesitation now, looks for the ball screen with Lizzie Sabota. Cassie passes the ball to Geraldine, who does a nice job. They're going to call a shuffle right at the end, but Geraldine's the one player that I feel like can take the ball off the dribble and get into the lane.
Yeah, she's very quick and kind of, in not a mean way, she's very small, and so she fits through those tight creases and gets in the paint. And as long as she makes the right decision, she can feed it to her teammates who are open.
There's a reach-in foul called on Ileana, number 30, Emma Miedema.
Very aggressive. Ileana's coming out very aggressive. They've gotten a lot of easy layups. We're just going to have to slide over, get our hands up, and not allow any easy shots.
A shout out to my crew tonight. We said Gerald Blackman here as the color. I'm Matt Hockett. I don't think I even introduced myself. I'm in charge of WA TV and the live stream. As you look at a replay here, as the kind of a bump caused the slip. My replay guy and editor tonight is Peter Sorensen. On his first game back in this new year, Grace Gregory and Brianne Massieri on our cameras, and we appreciate all of the crew tonight. Well, certainly fouls have been frequent for Ileana, as they have their 5th team foul, and we are still only 3 minutes left in the first quarter. Might come back to haunt them.
Yeah.
I will say that Wheaton Academy, I think, has been averaging 48% from the free throw line, with the exception of the last game, which they shot 76%. So a great steal by Rachel Bermudez.
All the way.
Really under control. Love it. Able to get to her strong side there. So that's the first basket for in the last 3 minutes, but that brings the Warriors 5-6. And a turnover for Ileana, so a little momentum swinging here.
I mean, Rachel right there, she got the steal, got a layup, and then caused the turnover there. She brings a lot of energy, and talking to her, she's so excited to get back from her trip and just come back and play with the team. So that was a great play by her.
We'll try and get a look at our social media feed here at the end of the first half. But if you are watching from another state, feel free to comment, give us a subscribe on YouTube, follow us on the Real WA TV on Twitter. In fact, if you don't have Twitter, I would sign up just for our live stream broadcasts. Right now, we've got a picture-in-picture. Our main picture is Sabota just misses that layup. Plenty of opportunities, but Warriors can't get it. We have a picture-in-picture of our main screen, but also an underneath feed or our sideline feed for our offensive sets all the time. So that's going to go live the whole time. And if you're watching on Facebook, comment, share this out so that we can get more viewers. We're doing pretty good But, of course, we want more people to know that these games are happening. Into the game right now for Wheaton Academy, Rachel Bermudez, who has the steal, Imani Hilmer, number 24, Lizzie Sabota, number 21, Cassie Bonga, number 5, and Molly Van Huysen in the low post, number 20.
This group right here are a lot of shooters. We have size inside, and we just got to work to get it inside and try to score or kick it out to our shooters.
Who do we have inside versus outside for this group? Oh, that speaks for itself, right? Lizzie. She's going to stay on the low post for the most part. She'll flash high, but she likes to sit down there. And, of course, she's got averaging 9.1 rebounds a game, and that's why she just kind of camps out and she's able to get it.
Those are big plays for us. Offensive rebounds could go a long way in a basketball game. So all these points are going to come back and help us out.
That's a good sign for Wheaton Academy with that made free throw. In fact, that will be in the bonus for the rest of this half. So we'll see how Ileana maybe adjusts. If I was thinking maybe if we need to foul this, we might consider going into a zone at some point.
Yeah, that would be a smart decision. Knowing our Wheaton Academy team, we are a great driving team. We can get in the paint and take advantage of the fouls that they've given us and get some free throws. So that'd be one way right now if I was Coach Caldwell to take advantage.
Yeah, we missed the opportunity there on the defensive rebound. Rachel almost came up with, I think, her 5th rebound of the day. We hear a timeout called full. So we have a minute here. As we kind of think through, let me give you some stats to go along with things here. So Cassie Bonga is a 3-point shooter. She takes a number of them, and she does pretty well. She's averaging 3.7 points per game. Most of those come in times of layup. Geraldine Blackman, she's averaging 5.7 points a game.
Right.
But big thing for me in terms of numbers, she's averaging 20.3 minutes per game. So she's on the floor a ton of time. Rachel Bermudez, our point guard, I guess, is, I don't know if Geraldine or Rachel are, maybe they're just both guards, but she's averaging 24 minutes a game. Here, listen to some of these numbers. 6 points a game, 4 rebounds a game, and 1.8, almost 2 steals a game.
Is that for Rachel?
Yeah.
Wow. That's a great stat line.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive. Now, Lizzie, crazy enough, averages 2.8 steals a game.
Wow.
So she finds her way, and really both of those girls are really all about the hustle, aren't they?
Right. We've got to see as the season has progressed, our team has become a very aggressive defense, and they hustle, they get steals, they get their hands on the ball a lot, and so just like that play there. So.
Yep. We're going to call a little bit of a reach in there as she's kind of bringing her hand down. That's Molly Van Huysen. I think her first. So number 10 for Ileana, Lauren DeYoung goes to the line.
Lauren DeYoung at the line for a second shot.
A carry is called on number 11, Kelsey Dorico.
Ileana's gotten a lot of those steals in 2-on-3 situations. They have to take advantage of that.
Back into the game, number 4, Geraldine Blackman, Imani Hilmer, Cassie Bonga, Britta Soboda, Lizzie's younger sister, number 14 into the game, as well as Imani gets that short little jumper. She does a great job in the mid-range, I've noticed.
Oh, yeah, she gets to the rim and takes her shots.
That shot is off its mark. Found the backside of the backboard, so Wheaton Academy will get the possession back. Number 11 for Ileana, Kelsey Dorico. She's going to push the ball a lot. Coach Carwell did a little scouting. They played them, and we said they won by 20 at their place. But, you know, that's a different flow to our season. And we're up by 2 with 4 seconds left here in this first quarter. See if they can get a shot. If they know it, they do know it. No shot. That's a tough call right there.
Yeah. He called on the floor, and she was shooting.
Maybe we'll see the replay if my man, Peter Sorensen, took it.
That was a great
At
play.
the end of the quarter, and there we go. So just tipped off the hands. They were going to have to tip it anyways.
Right. Ileana, a little frazzled right now. Just going to have to slow down, relax, and take advantage of their opportunities.
So Wheaton Academy scored 7 in the first quarter against Aurora Christian, scored 8 here. I get the feeling that they do warm up, you know,
Yeah.
once the game gets started. How much does the guys basketball team spend time in the field house before a game? You guys doing much of that or no?
You know, usually Coach has us there at a certain he tells us to be here at a certain time, and a lot of us will actually be here like 40 minutes earlier, and we're just in the field house taking shots and warming up our free throws and doing whatever we need to do so that by the time game time starts, you can be just lighting it up. So we take a lot of time in the field house.
Yeah. Yeah, well, and there's a fine line, and the Super Bowl is coming up here.
Yes, sir.
And one of the issues with the players is you see a lot of cramping. You see a lot of weird, tired. And it's because they've got so much hype going into that game. And, it's just so delayed. It's out of their normal routine. So if your routine says, hey, we're going to shoot for 30 minutes before the game, then you really should. But if your routine does not, if you do that, you might be looking at totally different feel in the game.
Those NFL guys, they get 3 weeks before the Super Bowl to kind of relax almost and then go play one of the biggest games of their lives.
Yeah. Here's the replay here. We kind of get called on this.
That was a great dribble handoff by number 11 to number 2, I believe.
Yeah.
Bethany Junker.
And the game really has shifted from a lot of set plays to a lot of motion offenses, a lot of ball screens, right? So, I mean, I assume this team, but most teams practice that, right? Defending against the on-the-ball screen.
You know, with guys, we practice what we call run and jump, and it's just kind of us playing and being in similar sets like is what is happening now, and we just go and play, and it leads to the game. So.
Good replay there, shows number 2 for Ileana, Bethany Junker reaching in. So that, we said they're 1-1 the rest of the way. So see if we can connect, and if we don't, it's almost like a turnover. They get the ball right back.
Yeah, it's either we're going to get a shot and we're going to get points on the board, or they're just kind of going to get the ball back.
That was number 15, Isabel Southern, coming into the game. Great drive. Got past the defense, and then we had 2 people helping. Probably a little miscommunication. Dumps it underneath for an easy layup. Isabel Southern, another freshman here on this team. So we have Molly, Geraldine, and Isabel as freshmen, getting their good experience this year.
It's going to lead to a lot of great things in the future. Great shot.
There's Amani with that little step back. And Lizzie following up, but it got blocked. Wheaton Academy maintains possession. Amani looks at another one. Misses that, and a foul is called on Amani on the follow-up, it looks like.
Like you say,
Lizzie,
second half we start to knock down our shots. Hopefully we can see that happen here, and those shots start to fall for us.
Yeah. I would like to see a little more balance to that possession. You know, if you get the rebound, it doesn't automatically mean you need to put it up.
Yeah.
And it seemed like we got 3 shots in 15 seconds. The first shot was good. The next 2 seemed a little forced.
Right.
Lizzie gets called for that foul. Her second, definitely the #1 struggle for her is to stay out of foul trouble, and this team needs her to.
Yeah, she's very important to the team. They are working inside right now. That's a great play.
Yeah, and I thought she was going to go baseline side, but number 20, Haley Smith, takes it to her strong side, and a little jump hook right off the backboard. So
nice play.
Gives them a 3-point lead. 6 minutes left in the second quarter. Wheaton Academy ball reversing around. Molly gets the ball underneath. Found it, just couldn't find the backboard. She probably wants to use that a little bit better. Wishes she had that possession back.
We got to get a stop here and look to create on offense.
Ball is skipped past 10's hands.
Good block by Molly.
And actually gets tipped out by Ileana, so Wheaton Academy gets the ball back. Great job by Molly. Sometimes that might be called a foul, but I think the officials don't want to call a ton of fouls. You know, how long is this game going to go? So, and that is a feel as a player you have to see and what the officials will allow, right?
Right. That's very important. Great pass. Great help by number 11.
Yep. This came in a little late. Maybe got her arm. I don't know if we might be able to get a replay of some of those baseline shots or baselines at some point, but
seeing number 11 earlier this winter, she's a very fast player. She's gonna get her hands on the ball like she did right there, and almost hit the ball out of Lizzie's hands, but Lizzie actually maintained possession.
Yeah, and I don't want to say this is a general statement, but sometimes what I've noticed is that the officials aren't used to speed in some of these games.
You're right.
And so when some girl like that does that, they just automatically assume, oh, she must have fouled her.
Right. Great take.
Molly with the defensive rebound, doing a great job underneath for Wheaton Academy. Lizzie taking one extra step.
Oh, yes.
Able to find it.
That was a great play.
It was that one extra dribble that got her around the defender. Great job by Lizzie, and it sends her to the line again.
She just got that touch. You know, she gets in the rim, and it's like you just know it's going to go in. That was an amazing play by Liz.
Lizzie's free throw can't connect, but Molly gets it. Underneath. Again, maybe just a little extra hyper. Take a moment.
Ooh. Great shot.
Speaking of a moment, sometimes it just looks like a player's comfortable. You know, sometimes it looks like the player's forcing it.
Mm-hmm.
Bethany Junker for Ileana looked like she was ready to go. Same thing with Imani right there. That's a good shot because she's ready to shoot it.
Right.
Lizzie, strong rebound again, gets the ball. She knows she's got to hit these. The official comes over, shakes his head no, because he knows the coach is complaining right here. Saying we just were getting our hands up for the rebound. First free throw is good. That's Lizzie's 5th point. Almost half the points for Wheaton Academy coming from Lizzie. If she connects with this, it will equal half the points. She misses. Imani's tall presence as a guard gets her that rebound. And a nice settle here. This is the pause I wanted, but a lot of fans yelling at her, so she goes in. Benefits Wheaton Academy as Lizzie gets her 7th point.
Lizzie's a great scorer. She's just always in the right spot. She was right there, and she got an easy layup. No, from what I've seen, we've had a lot of possessions, and so we just have to take advantage of all that we're getting and score whenever we can, and so that we can take a lead here. Ileana's just scoring a lot on their possessions.
Yeah, they're efficient with the ball. So Lizzie gets fouled again. We'll see what that looks like in terms of fouls.
Foul is called on the Vikings, number 13, Aslan.
Illinois got a pretty decent bench. They'll be able
He was
to.
in the double bonus.
Yeah, they've been subbing in and out.
So while Lizzie's at the line, talk to us about the challenge of Winterim. Some people take 2-3 hour classes, and I know you took a sports broadcasting class, right?
Right.
So why is Winterim a little hard on teams at times?
Well, it kind of Winterim is right in the middle of the season where you either are going to continue to get better or you're just going to take a downfall, and so it's kind of hard to just still have that same energy that you had at the beginning of the season. You know, the weather is not the same as it was. You know, you're in class for 8-hour, 4-hour classes, and you know, Winterim's a great experience, but it's different from the regular routine of 7-period days, and right after school you have 3:30 practice. So
sure.
It's definitely it's hard to, you know, really. Oh, great steal by number 11.
Looks like it's going to be an easy layup, and it is.
Yeah, it's hard, you know, to keep that energy. But one thing with my team specifically, we've just been coming, you know, it's your approach to practice, and we've been coming with this approach, you know, have fun, continue to do what we're doing. Great play.
Cassie Bonga off the pass from Geraldine Blackman. Three-pointer pulls the Warriors in the lead now. Yeah, so was Winterim a benefit to the guys' team? You guys played over Martin Luther King holiday?
Oh, yeah, it was a great benefit. We got to get into a lot of competitive games, and we got in a great tournament, and we got to see all the guys get in, and it was a great opportunity for us. So, you know, it really, for some teams, it could be the downfall of your season, but really I just believe it's just the start of things to come for us.
You picked up some momentum. Yeah, we're going to look forward to seeing the guys play out of bounds. So possession, Wheaton Academy underneath as Rachel Bermudez checks in and coming in for Imani Hilmer. Yeah, I think live streaming Friday night's game, which should be a big crowd. It's going to be our future family night, I think.
Yes, that's always a great night. And we're going to play Fenton, I believe, and it's just we played them earlier in the season, and they really competed against us, so it'll be great to have them at home this time.
Cassie Bonga shrugs her shoulders. She's like, well, she followed it like she thought she was going to miss, and that thing was nothing but net.
I believe that's 2 threes for her tonight.
There's a great steal by Lizzie, always on her toes, ready to go. Geraldine Blackman driving in, shoots a regular 15-footer.
Free throw shot.
Hits it. That's her first 2 points. Everybody on the floor has got something, no?
Right. Oh, can't let that happen. Another board by Slow.
Let's see if Coach Carwell calls a timeout here. It looks like Sabota's just winded.
Yeah. I don't recall seeing her come out of the game. She's been in there.
No, and she has 2 fouls too, I think. Yeah, she's been playing with those 2 for a while. 22-16, big run by Wheaton Academy here.
Right. You know, one thing with being in a lot, it makes you a little lazier on defense, and the last thing we want is for Swell to get into some foul trouble here, so maybe we can get her out. Ileana being aggressive on defense.
Bermuda's getting to the floor. Geraldine plopping it out to Imani, who steps in. Maybe.
I think that's a foul.
Yeah, a lot of people were saying that's a foul. You know, looked like a little reach in. Wheaton Academy was down 14-16. So 8-0 run right now. We'll see if they can increase this lead. It's late in this first half. Minute left to play. I haven't seen the Warriors ever slow it up. So I'm not thinking they're going to hold for one shot with a minute left. Cassie Bonga out again. Is she feeling it? She missed it this time, but she's a big contributor to this little run they've got.
That's a heat check.
Geraldine Blackman misses off the 3. Lizzie can't chase it down. Ileana's got it. You're going to push it a little bit here. 45 seconds left.
Right. Right now it's just very important to take a high percentage shot. We got 40 seconds, you know, make the best out of our possessions here. We got the lead, you know. Don't want to go into the second half bummed because we let them come back. So another driving kick from Cassie. So
just close. Misses it there off the front side of the rim. Chased down, and it's Ileana's ball. Lizzie gets a break. You know, in fact, she did come out one other time, and Britta came in for her. So that was that sister swap. But, you know, with Annalise Rich Creek out, like we said, she's a big contributor.
Right.
Lizzie had to play a little extra minutes. Doing a nice job so far.
Yes.
In fact, so is everyone else underneath. Molly Van Huysen, Imani Hilmer. We got it looks like Ileana's got a little height on us, but we've definitely got the defensive rebound advantage.
Right. That was a great pass.
And you hate it, but and Coach Carwell jabs a fist. So a 4-point lead at halftime for the Warriors, and well, we did the same thing as last night. We scored 8 in the first quarter, and then we just went on a little tear.
All right, that was a great run by Wheaton Academy.
All right, so we'll take a break here. Give you about 7 minutes to stretch at home as well, and we'll rejoin you with about 2 minutes left in this halftime.
So, we have to keep the court moving. Thank you very much.
Welcome back, everyone. Wrapping up halftime. 30 seconds left. I would say Ileana's pretty loose right now as they're clapping to the songs. And as Ileana loosens up and claps to the songs, they look around and say, well, we're going to inbound the ball, and we're going to inbound to no one because in 3 seconds, Wheaton Academy is still not on the floor. We got problems, Joe.
Looks like someone forgot to go and tell the team how much time we had to get back on the floor.
The official is motioning to the bench, and the official is making light of it. But I'll tell you what, I don't know what you do here.
I'd say you start the game.
I've seen them hand it in before, you know, as you're waiting for people on the bench, but I've never seen the bench empty before.
Wow, I've never seen this. Here they come.
So not only, I think they need to check in first. We'll see if they need to or not. This happened the last game too. They actually came out with 20 seconds left as well. The officials, I would say, were generous.
Right.
Coach Will sprints in as well.
Yes.
Wheaton Academy. This might benefit them. Stay loose. Don't have to think about it.
Right. We saw a couple of players just rush straight and go straight for it.
I'm not saying Coach Carwell is red, but he looks a little flushed maybe. He's either running or coming in late. Ileana follows up, and it's not the way we wanted to start. Given another 2 points, they cut into the lead. Wheaton Academy lead by 2.
Ileana is pressing here, looking to get some energy, right? Oh, wow. Great shot.
That's a really strong shot. You know, she took a jab step backwards to create space, and she really has the form to get the ball out there.
Yeah, she's taking a lot of practice. One thing we don't want is those tall Ileana girls against our smaller guards. We've seen that right at the start of the second half, and we don't want that mismatch. So we're just gonna have to talk a lot on that. I mean, on defense. Yes, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Geraldine Blackman with the 3. Cassie Bonga shooting her 3. You don't want to live and die by the 3, and that foul is called, and Lizzie Sabota goes back to the line. But definitely some of these players feel comfortable with the 3, and the 3 is a part of the game, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, when our shots are falling, we score a lot of points. And so, I mean, they're just going to – Miss Carwell seems to give them the green light, and they take their shots.
Missed free throw by Lizzie. I don't know if we have time to get down to the scorers table. Well, they're not keeping track of missed free throws, just the made ones. And for that, she's got her 9th point of the game, lead 26-20.
You know, coming out from the second half, the most important thing is who's going to come out aggressive and ready to play. And so, you know, our ladies were late to come onto the court, but they might have given them a quick jump, and they look ready.
Yeah.
Great ball movement there.
Good penetration, and I don't know why they let Lizzie get the ball so often. I know she fights after it, but they've got inches on her.
She just wants it more, you know.
Yeah, and that halftime was helping her out. We saw her a little winded, and she looks refreshed.
Yes.
So our live stream broadcast, this is the second one of the semester. We've got Friday night against Fenton. The boys will be playing during future family night, packed gym. We have next Tuesday, our last wrestling meet at home as Rachel Bermudez hits a 3-pointer, puts the Warriors up by 9. So Warriors with the settle, yeah, Cassie comes right out and denies. So I like that. I don't like any easy pass if you can manage. What's the point of sitting down below the 3-point line? Does the guys program play deny that high?
Yeah, we do. You know, Coach Tun just tells us, go make a play, and it'll be on me if you guys miss it.
Okay. Yeah, I think I was in a practice once where he was talking about we haven't gotten beat when we've over-denied up top.
Right. Yeah, with our size, we have help inside, so we kind of take that risk.
It's off the foot of Geraldine Blackman. She looks at the bench. Carl wants her to take down those turnovers a little bit.
Right.
Just got moving, and then instead of stopping and finding that spot, she just had to keep going, and there was no space.
Correct. Ooh, great play.
Outstanding pass. I don't know how you defend against it. That was a perfect pass underneath, unless you kind of body her out of that position in the first place. That
was a great rainbow pass.
I mean, if I was going to equate to one of those NFL quarterbacks yesterday, oh boy. Let's say Nick Foles.
Don't start that debate.
Foul. Fans were looking for a foul call, none given. Warriors lead by 7.
Right now, Indiana gaining some momentum. We have to make a stop.
There's that drive. Number 11 has contributed to 4 straight points by that pass and that layup. So I'm going to have to find a way to stop her. We were actually kind of surprised she wasn't starting the game, so who knows why. But now that she's in, she's been helping them out.
Correct.
Good pass by Geraldine to create space. Rachel with the shot just misses her mark.
One thing that Ileana's done to kind of fluster our offense here is they're pressuring us once we bring the ball in on the opposite side of the court, and it's really causing us to speed up and not take the highest percentage shots. So we just have to see that, and Geraldine falls over. We're just going to have to see that and be smart.
Rachel with her head up, looking for options. Not really a intent to get there on the, I call that the Le'Veon Bell hesitation right there too. I'll throw some football terms out. Does miss the shot. Monty, great defense. Cassie Bonga actually might get credited for the steal. And Coach Carwell calls a 20-second timeout.
It's a great timeout. Ileana was gaining some momentum, and at home, third quarter, you can't give that up. So great call by Ms. Carwell, Coach Carwell.
If you didn't hear, you could be watching on one of 3 platforms tonight. You could be subscribing to our YouTube. Click subscribe. That'll give you an indication anytime we go live.
Right.
On Twitter, The Real WA TV is our WA TV live stream channel. Wheaton Academy is the regular Twitter account for Wheaton Academy. And then on Facebook, of course, if you're with us on Facebook, Facebook Live happens for all these games as well. Twitter has a picture-in-picture option for you. Gets you a little different view, but pretty much everyone gets the same game and commentary along the way. Not too many home games left for the boys or the girls at this point.
Correct. Regionals are right around the corner.
Girls have a record, if you didn't join us right at the beginning, of 10-11. They came coming off of a win on Saturday, overtime win against Aurora Christian. Great output by Geraldine Blackman at 18. Tonight, I'd say the player of the game so far has been Lizzie, just by her underneath presence, free throw, getting to the line. But Cassie Bonga's contributed. Rachel Bermudez has contributed. Good extra step, just didn't get the call there.
Yeah. Oh.
Miscommunication there leads to the turnover. Number 11, Lauren or Kelsey Dorico misses the opportunity. She had her layup, but she just couldn't take advantage.
And we see Ileana's pressuring the ball at half court. We need Coach Carlos calling for the girls to go and help our guards get open.
Yeah, I saw Aurora Christian do that a little bit towards the tail end of the game on Saturday. And Wheaton Academy does get their looks. Cassie Bonga taking that jumper. That's a tough baseline jumper from that distance. You don't practice too many of those. Went long, but Lizzie there to clean it up.
She's just always in the right spot. Great help by Liz, and she gets the block. Just everywhere.
Bermudez settles things down. No real strong scorer from Ileana, everybody on the floor with 4 points or less. There's Amani with a pull-up jumper. I talked to you, I mean, 10, 12-foot jumper is her style. That was a fortunate kick by Amani.
Right.
Coach Carwell yells, help her up. Good sportsmanship there. Yeah, Dorico had another layup opportunity there.
I would say it should be Wheaton Academy's ball, but since it's not, Ileana's going to get a chance at a inbounds play here. Great call.
Reach in on number 30, Emma Medina. Team second, and actually both teams are only, well, Wheaton Academy has 0 fouls, Ileana with 2, so the referees made a little bit of a decision at halftime too. They make adjustments. And,
right.
We don't have any real foul trouble right now.
Great ball movement, Cassie.
She likes to shoot it. She's ready to shoot it. And, in fact, her whole team knows she's going to shoot it. So I don't think it's a bad shot. Molly holding the ball. No jump ball even called at that point. Ileana rips it out of her hands.
11 wide open.
And Ileana just hasn't connected.
Right.
Been really the tale of this third quarter.
Oh.
Foul is called and sends Rachel Bermudez to the line for the first time tonight. She was really the champion in overtime at Aurora when we played Aurora Christian. I think she went to the line 8 times in the last 2 minutes.
Yeah, she's an aggressive guard. She's going to get to the rim, and right there she got fouled. So.
Checks into the Warrior lineup.
Rachel misses her first.
20, Haley Schmidt, and 12, Emma West.
Settles down, we'll see. So the basketball regionals, you say, are right around the corner.
Yes, sir.
They are, for the girls, we're in the 3A division. I think the guys are as well, right? Mm-hmm. That doesn't always happen. You know, if you do well in state, you get bumped up or down. But so we're both in 3A. The girls' seeds for those regionals will come out February the 1st. It seems a little bit late to me. But we'll talk about their regional here in a second. Cassie Bongo looking to reverse the ball. I like the patience here for a second. Like that little weave up top. Cassie again with the shot. Misses it long, but Bermudez tracks it down. Skip pass over to Amani.
Taking a lot of threes.
Yeah. So there's a good and bad to that, right? You know, how many times have we seen a play go into the post this half?
Yeah, not that much. We've just been sitting on the outside, and they are good shots. It's just they're not falling, so we kind of have to be more simple, right? You know, we saw some of their star players and gave them a rest on the bench. So now fourth quarter got some of those players back in. So hopefully they can get a spark of energy here and spark a comeback. They have a foul call on. And Lauren DeYoung for Ileana. She had her hands on Lizzie Swoboda, just too much, and so the ref made the call. Travel call on Rachel Bermudez. Ileana's going to get possession and hopefully take advantage of their possessions. And for Wheaton Academy, Rachel Bermudez, Britta Swoboda, Imani, Liz Swoboda, and Molly Van Houston. Imani with the steal. And Swo Misses his shot, but that's a high percentage shot, and that's what we need.
Oh, we apologize for the technical difficulties for those of you watching. Looked like we had problems from our editing computer, so we're back. Wheaton Academy still up by 7. 2 minutes into this fourth quarter. Just trading possessions.
Right.
Who does that benefit now?
Well, it's going to benefit Ileana if it continues to happen, because we have to take advantage of the lead. And if Ileana is scoring and we don't, then it's going to start a run.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. I was cheering for Jacksonville on Sunday against the Patriots, and I thought that they were the underdog. That's why I was cheering for him, as Amani misses that jumper. Kind of got undercut a little bit. But Jacksonville took a lead, and all of a sudden Jacksonville wasn't the underdog anymore.
Right.
Patriots were the underdog, down by 10, and they had all the momentum because they had nothing to lose.
Right.
You know, it's hard to hold a lead. Good teams have players that understand how to, you know, I don't know if the term is smell blood in the water. You know, you get used to that shark mentality of just finishing it.
Yeah, Jacksonville did not finish that game strong. They had it, they just kind of lost that energy.
So I don't think Wheaton Academy is settling down. I don't think they're not pushing it harder, but with a lead, you're thinking, well, let's play this and stall a little bit, but then it kind of goes against you at some point because you stop.
Right, you lose that aggression.
Yeah.
And so we just have to keep that aggression and also take high percentage shots and really just do the right things on offense. Right now we're working around getting 5, 6, 7 passes, and that's going to be very important.
Bermudez gets checked. No foul call. Referees are definitely going to let him play, as there's that mid-range jumper by Amani Hilmer. Extends the lead to 9 with 5 minutes left to play. Amani's got 4 on the night. Lizzie Sabota with 11. Rachel Bermudez with 7. Cassie Bonga coming into the game for Britta Sabota. Britta's doing a nice job of giving people breaks, and we don't lose on the floor.
Right. Nice screener play by Ileana. Coach Carwell calling for us to just be more aggressive and not allow anything easy as we have the lead now.
Yeah, I didn't know if that was specific to one girl or if that was for everybody. You know, she was yelling at Molly right there. Coach Carwell calls this 60-second timeout. We'll see if she changes her strategy up by 9 with 4:30 left. She might even go into a zone. You never know.
Right. You know, Ileana has not made a lot of three-pointers. They've just really got inside and scored layups on us. So maybe a zone would be beneficial finishing this fourth quarter.
Coach Carwell knows Ileana Christian very well. We used to be a part of a league called the Private School League for a while. Private School League had the likes of Aurora Christian in it, Walther, Wheaton Academy was in it, and of course Ileana, and then another school that's not in our conference. Well, they're on the other side of the conference, but we don't play them a lot. Timothy Christian. And Coach Carwell was a star for Timothy.
Wow.
The whole Carwell family. In fact, Coach Carwell's dad is in the gym tonight. He's been assisting the girls' team. And he was a freshman basketball coach when I was a freshman basketball coach. I was coaching for my first 10 years at Wheaton Academy.
Yes.
So we got to know each other before I even knew Coach Aaron Carwell.
Wow. That just probably made it a lot easier for her to just come in and take the job this year. She's done a great job.
Absolutely. How about my first year as a freshman coach? We lost one game all season.
Oh, wow.
It wasn't because of the coaching, I'll tell you that. We had a guy by the name of Ryan Souders on the team. Ryan Souders is the Calvin men's soccer coach who came in second last year and was in the top 8 this year. Hey.
He was a great basketball
He
player?
was talented all around. Just
Wow.
a great athlete. So they could look at the replay as they called that foul.
Foul was called on the Vikings number 2, Benedict Junker.
Reaching in there at the end. Rachel Bermudez slaps the ball, looks out wide. Great play there. Good screen by Sabota to get Cassie open, but unable to connect.
Oh.
Jump ball called to Eliana Christian.
Number 10 did have possession. She rolled. I would say maybe
Yeah.
a travel, but he called the jump, and Ileana's going to get the ball back here.
Thought the same thing. All-star starters are out, huh? And it's LeBron and Curry picking teams. You hear about this?
Yeah, it should be very, very unique.
So depending on whoever gets the first pick, do you think Durant is the first selection? Curry would pick his teammate and LeBron doesn't want Curry to have him?
Yeah.
Or Kyrie?
I have no clue where that's going to go. This season in the NBA, it seems like there's a lot of beef between ex-teammates and stuff.
Yeah.
So who knows?
How about the big news? Did you see this, though? The Bucks fired Jason Kidd today.
Wow, I did
their
not
coach.
know that.
They must want a lot more for the Greek Freak if they're going to fire their coach in the middle of the season.
Right.
They weren't doing bad. They're a playoff team.
Right. You know, Jason Kidd was a great player.
Yep.
I don't know where that decision would stem from, but hopefully it's the right one. They do have a great, young, talented team.
This will make me sound really old, but Jason Kidd was in high school when I was in high school, and he was unbelievable. And when I was in high school, there was an Illinois team that just killed everyone. Farragut Academy.
Wow.
And they had a guy by the name of Ronnie Fields who was the #1 junior in America.
Oh, wow.
And they had the #1 senior in America by the name of Kevin Garnett.
Wow.
That team was on TV all the time. That's awesome.
Great drive.
Yeah, and good drive. Even though it doesn't connect, it's a great drive because Lizzie's going towards the basket for the rebound. They had to come over and help. So the Warriors have an 11-point lead. That's going to stay with Ileana underneath with only 2:45 left. This clock has ticked fast in the fourth quarter.
You know, seems like the refs might be trying to get home. But game's not over. Great drive by number 11.
Monty, strong rebound, Bermudez. Let's see if Coach Carwell says anything here. So we're trying to push it. Geraldine takes a look, reverses the ball. Great pass back. Boy, that was a beautiful pass. You would think the ball was going to get reversed. She just gave it right back to him.
It didn't get to the palm of her hands. It hit her fingertips and went right back to Geraldine for the 3.
And connects for her 8th point of the night. Oh, tried to force underneath. Lizzie gets the steal, and boy, it looks like Wheaton Academy is going to finish well here.
You know, the one thing, if Ileana really wants to come back, they're just going to have to take advantage of their possessions, take good shots, play good defense. And
yeah, it looks like they're bound and determined trying to force it underneath. You said it before. They really haven't taken many threes.
Right. You know, they have a long drive here, and they're probably just tired.
Oh, you're right. This is Ileana, for those of you who have never been. They're in Lansing, Illinois, which is right on the border of Indiana and Illinois. So long drive down 80 and 355, and good. We're glad we got a game.
Yeah, I don't know how conferences work, but somehow they're in our conference, and so they got a long drive.
Yeah, but I bet we're probably the furthest one from them.
Right.
As they get the couple of offensive rebounds, and Ileana is going to the line, and Ileana has not gone to the line that often. I bet this is within, I bet they've gone 5 or 6 times.
Well, yeah, you know, it stems from, you know, their guard play as well. They get to the rim, but they don't take a lot of threes, which would lead to our girls closing out hard, and Ileana would be able to drive around them and get to the rim. And so they really have not been able to do that because they haven't taken no shots. And so, yeah, that would just lead to the fact that they have not shot a lot of free throws. So
yeah. Now, Wheaton Academy has definitely been the more physical team today. Good look by Amani. Fell a little short. Possession going to stay with Ileana. Isabel Southard checking in for Amani.
You know, with 133, hopefully you can say, you know, we got to win. And Miss Carwell, as we just saw with Isabel coming in, we just look to get some of the younger players in right now and give them some experience.
Yeah, this is going to bring the Wheaton Academy Warriors to 11-11 on the season. Earlier, it looked like they were going to be above 500. Again, we went on a 4-game losing streak there in January. So this is the right momentum coming back the other way here. Wheaton Academy girls, we won't be live streaming them for a couple of weeks, I don't think. We got a boys basketball game on Friday. We have next Tuesday, a week from tomorrow, is going to be a wrestling meet that we're going to live stream. And the lighting and everything. As Dorico tries to save it out of bounds, Wheaton Academy maintains possession. The lighting is awesome for wrestling. It's going to be St. Francis we're going to be wrestling too, so that's always a nice little match to play.
Yes, sir.
Ooh, tough one. Looked like a little arm. They called it all ball. Warriors hustle back on defense.
She grabbed it right off the top of her head.
That was amazing. Maybe she didn't touch it all. That was definitely as easy of an over-the-back call as you can. And Bermudez with a nice little layup there with 30 seconds left. Give the Warriors a 14-point lead.
You know, our team is full of great senior leadership and a lot of young talent. So,
yes.
You know, you hope it would lead to a lot more wins. But right now they're going to finish, after tonight they're going to be right at 500. And so, you know, it comes from that great leadership from the senior class and also just the young players. You know, they've done a great job this season. Hopefully they can continue to get even higher than 500.
Yeah, it's a mixed bag with, boy, you just say, wow, we want to wait for here with some of the young talent, but you got a lot of seniors on this team where you don't want to wait to next year.
Right.
This has definitely been a successful season for a lot of these girls, especially seniors who have worked hard. I think Coach Carwell's come in.
Correct.
6.1 seconds left to play here. Is Geraldine Black's the rebound? That should do it. Let's see. She's going to look to push. She wanted the shot, and Coach Carwell throws her hands up a little bit, saying, "What are you doing?" That's going to go into the books as a missed shot.
Wow. I don't think that was necessary, but that was a great win by Wheaton Academy.
Smiles all around for Wheaton Academy girls. 40-27 is your final score tonight. Wheaton Academy, 2 wins in a row now. And they get a little bit of a break. Get back into practice, which will be great. And again, we wish Annalise Rich Creek the best, as I'm sure it would even be a bigger win if she was in the lineup. Yeah, if you are following us on any of these platforms tonight, well, please share these platforms out to other family members and friends, as we are constantly looking for ways to connect with more people. I'm Matt Hockett. If you want to make any suggestions along the way, feel free to email me at mhockett, Hockett, at wheatonacademy.org. I'd love to hear your suggestions on what we can do better. Of course, great win tonight. Gerald Blackman, appreciate you joining us tonight.
Thank you.
And we'll see you guys on Friday night for future Warrior Night, as we're going to expect a packed gym and hopefully a win for the boys basketball team. Have a good night.